What's up, everybody? It's Isaac QX. Thank you for tuning in on this wonderful Thursday. Welcome to the G Stream. And this is my normal stream time for just about anything, and we're just finishing up this game since last time I checked, if you guys were here for it. I was saying that I probably had like another hour and a half to 2 hours max to go if I went by how the chapters normally went. So with that, and given that I was late, I'm probably going to save it to the end, but I figure I also can show. And guess what I got in is, well, some of it's going to get covered, but got my 4-pack Moto Tag. I was kind of wondering about that they had a 4-pack, and I didn't realize that the 4-pack actually came in literally one box, while the 1-pack comes in almost the same size box. It's like just one. It's a little bit smaller, but it usually is like only one, and it's right there. So I can imagine that there's more like that. There's probably this way. So, but yeah. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get the game started up. And I have a cord because I didn't realize that I let this headset go down till 0% until earlier, when I'm like, why is it off already? Turns it back on. And it's like, power on, battery low. And I'm like, right, battery low, got it. So it's in. Which, technically speaking, if I was going by the timing of when this stream started, then in about 10 minutes, it's about to be charged enough for at least a day and a half. But honestly, like, it doesn't matter. I just want it to be charged just enough. Anyways, so with that, let's get into the gaming, shall we? I could also show that off if anybody's interested, but yeah, apparently they decided to show off in Brawlhalla that there's a Mega Man crossover with Brawlhalla, so you get to play as the Blue Bomber himself. Where I think it sounds like he plays with is it because it's boots and gun, pistol, whatever. Is Brawlhalla we're talking about, not real life. Come on. If I need to go any more appropriate, it would be like boots and pew pew. Anyways, yeah, it looks like it's Rush's boots, equipment whenever he equips the boots. But I didn't get a chance to see what the if it's just that he now gets cannon whenever you know it converts into his cannon, plasma cannon. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see. As I said, it depends, because the way, as I said, that I'm at, it's about an hour to 2 hours effectively. So with that, let's get this started. Resurgence, there you are. When Starship Simulator developer build got an update. Nice. Of course, it would always seems to get an update right when I'm beginning to stream. Like, what the heck? I'll deal with that later. Can't believe we're towards the end. Yay! So, line of fire. Here we go.
I don't understand. Giving it everything she's got, but it doesn't make a difference. Something is actively slowing us down.
Keep trying. What's the situation in engineering?
I can't raise them. Internal comms are down.
It's the ionic interference. It's spiking again. If we reinitialize the central communications trunk, it should compensate. I know the process, Captain. With your permission, I'll go handle it.
Of course.
The Aphilion's impressive. I'll give them that. If they catch up to us, we better be ready to fight. Maybe we can use Galvin's confidence against them. Somehow turn that to our advantage.
Okay. Why is it showing me the controls thing?
I'll consider any suggestions from my first officer.
We're being pulled out of warp!
There we go. Look, I didn't even have my controller on.
Got the Aphelion rapidly bearing down on our position.
We're being hailed by the Aphelion. Galvin demands to be heard.
On screen.
Captain Rydak. Destroying millions of Draconian lives was a fatal mistake. And I will personally make sure you stay alive long enough to regret it. You were right to run. But there is no escape from the inevitable.
Let's not kid ourselves. We both know that was just ammunition for you. I saved millions of innocent people from being bioformed.
But you can't even save your own life, much less the lives of your crew. We both know I hold your fate in the palm of my hand. That I could crush you in an instant if I so desired. And as much as I'd like to, you have another purpose to serve. As one of us.
Red alert! Handar, get us out of here!
me move my camera just off to the side. No. This was...
Evasive maneuvers.
If this was, you know, one of the functions already up on Beam, y'all could actually just hide it. Gotta understand, that's a small ship, so there's a lot of...
They've hit the lower decks. But there's no sign of structural damage.
They were targeting the crew, not the ship.
We have to strike back. While we still can.
Fire photon torpedoes. Target the source of the beam.
Photon torpedoes are having no impact, Captain. We can't get past their shields.
The Aphilion's just too powerful.
Damage report from the lower decks.
Still can't get through on the comms, Captain. If that was the bioforming ray, we have to assume there are now Takan on board the Resolute. They could all be Takan at this point. Or will be soon enough.
Seal the bridge. No one gets access without my permission.
I think that would be wise.
Here are your new tricorders.
Okay.
Now go. Get to the transporter room.
On what side, Carter? Come on!
Before I... Because, dang, this is like a heck of a... sensitivity. That was hard. Increase the sensitivity, you'll see if that helps.
Transporter room 1.
You're coming with us?
A security officer told me your funeral, which I gladly accepted.
These are concentrated iridium doses. You need to take the dose as soon as you're exposed for it to be effective. Now, take it right before if you can get the Takan to wait while you do it.
I'm having trouble locking onto the transporter path through the interference.
I've done this before. I have to align the transporter with the tetrametric signature. We need to tunnel through the shields. There's a problem. We don't have enough power to make the jump. I might be able to divert power from
Stand aside. The signal is now resolved. I couldn't let you fumble about any longer. Time is running short.
Thanks for that.
No need. We must be on our way. I am Portal 63, Guardian of the Con Empire.
Nice to meet you, Portal.
We're right behind you.
Do us proud over there. Ready to transport.
Energize.
All right, here we go. Pretty.
The glory of it. This ship is a marvel. Even to me, it's almost a shame we have to scuttle it. The galaxy has never seen a ship like this.
It is beautiful. I'll give you that.
Resolute, come in! We're losing cohesion. I'm gonna try to use my tricorder as a pattern enhancer.
Oh.
The signal's gone. Are they there? Did you get them?
They didn't make it.
We don't have time to mourn. We have to get to the Cartabula and disable it.
Hopefully before the battle group shows up.
Get served up for the Aphelions' next meal.
I am saturated in Taconian power readings. I can't feel the source just yet.
This way.
Nothing. I can't reach anyone on the lower decks. Internal comms appear to be fully operational again.
That bioforming ray may have transformed dozens of crew members on the lower decks.
Fighting the Aphelion is bad enough. The last thing we need is an insurrection on our own ship.
Which means we have a narrow window of time to cut them off before...
Captain, we're holding them off as best we can on deck 9, but...
If they spread throughout the decks, we'll never know who to trust. There'll be a civil war aboard our own ship.
Lock down the affected areas immediately. Close the bulkheads and erect the containment fields. No one is allowed in or out without my authorization.
There could be crew members who weren't affected who could get locked inside.
That's a risk we'll have to take.
Locking down the lower decks.
And what happens if some of the bioformed manage to escape? How should the crew engage them? Or should they? We don't want suspicion to run rampant. Some ground rules would help.
Captain Solano had a favorite proverb from Earth. Trust but verify. Everyone should assume we're all on the same side. But at the same time, they should watch for anything abnormal.
If they're bioformed, they're not our crew anymore.
Commander Westbrook has been gone for quite some time.
The comm system he went to investigate. It's near the affected area. Commander Westbrook? Commander Westbrook, are you there?
Computer shutdown initiated.
Commander Westbrook. He's the one who initiated the shutdown.
That's impossible.
We have 10
Was it?
minutes until the computer core shuts down and all systems are completely offline. A complete loss of all critical ship functions. Only the captain can override it. But the computer core itself.
With me.
Stop! Identify yourselves!
We're just trying to figure out what's happening. Ah, to hell with it.
You have to get to the computer core! Go!
Okay, we are
Master console is up there. I don't
in
have much time.
serious SOL mode.
Captain, are you in here? Are you all right? Ermont asked me to come find you.
No, you
I came
didn't.
the minute I heard you might be in danger. I'll get this door open. I think I remember the code. Hope you haven't been hurt, Captain. It's not safe here. Chaos in the halls. Just about.
Tell me, where were you when the bioforming ray hit the ship?
I was in the turbo lift. Now just stay still. These Federation weapons are so primitive.
Computer termination sequence in progress.
Damn it!
Should have taken the phaser, but gonna need a what's
I'm done playing games with you, Captain. You're only delaying the inevitable.
Computer termination sequence in progress. Awaiting Captain's authorization.
oh oh.
Cancel computer shutdown.
Kill me. It goes against everything you believe in. Besides,
Westbrook and I have history. You're not him.
Okay. Okay.
Awaiting Captain's authorization. Awaiting Captain's authorization.
Cancel computer shutdown. Voice authorization, Rydick. Alpha. 5. X-ray.
Termination sequence canceled.
Back at the ship. It's always the captain that seems to have like this extra like bit of health on a lot of things whenever the ship's in danger. Unless they're not part of the main cast, then it's a different story.
These are the arteries of power coming from the cortabula at the heart of the Aphelion. I can feel it coursing through my own body. Look there. I cannot move as freely inside this ship. Those emitters are why. If they were deactivated, I could travel past this chamber without setting foot in it.
Only Takan can use Takan technology. How do I turn them off?
Place these on the emitters. It will suppress their effect. The guards none the wiser.
Got it.
I'm coming too.
If we both get caught, it's over. If it's just me, you can try again after I fail.
Well then, don't screw it up.
Okay.
I can't face or any of the guards. Alert every Takan in here.
Almost got it.
Wait, where is it?
Those guards can see the whole room from there. How am I gonna get past them? Maybe the crystal's portal gateway will get a reaction out of these consoles. Worked! Now move.
Okay. Okay. That was risky. Oh. Where's the next emitter? Oh, okay. That's where you stopped. Got it.
We shouldn't underestimate them. They've been surprisingly resilient so far.
What the hell?
Galvin should destroy them and be done with it. There are many more worlds to bioform into life.
Man, that was weird. Almost glitched into danger. Oh, there's two. If I get over there, depending on the pathing, I can at least try to move that guy away and then see if I can make it over to the next section.
One left.
Okay. Where is... Okay, there's one. Okay, you go that way. Okay, he was basically... Oh. Oh. that the same one? Nope, it's not. Okay. Ooh, that's a difficult one then. How do I go about this? Yeah, that was dumb. I thought it would lower him around. Wrong thing. Now that I know. Hmm. How the hell am I supposed to lure? Hmm. What if I did go this way? Oh. I lucked out. I lucked out. Yeah, that's all there is to it.
get out of here. More emitters. Guess we can't teleport the rest of the way.
That craft can take us to the main power chamber.
No way we can make that jump.
When I was younger, maybe.
When he was younger. Okay. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell, like, age for your species, so.
This might control that craft. Portal, a little help?
I should be able to bring it to us.
There!
Yep. Oh. Okay. Dang it. No, I'm. No, duh. I'm trying. Oh. Dang it.
What the hell? I've got this thing set to maximum stun. How are they getting up?
Something's different about the Takan here. Stunning isn't an option.
Get in!
This would go faster if you could distract them.
Whoa. Here they come.
It's a guardian. He's with them.
We have to sink that other ship. Shoot the pilot!
Enemy pilot must be shot down. The force field protecting the pilot will take a lot of damage before it goes down. And when the force field is down, the pilot is vulnerable. Wow.
Guardian! You saw what they did to our ancestors! How do you stand with them?
We can't move this without him.
What are you doing, old man?
Portal! We need your help!
I will not harm them. Yes, you do need my help. I am the last trueborn to Khan. But I don't want to see my empire's legacy wiped from existence. Your captain has already destroyed so many. There are limits to what I will allow. Perhaps I have only allowed too much.
I know what she did. And while I understand her reasons, I don't have to like the destruction of your history.
It was more than history. When Riker and the Enterprise first woke me, I called them barbarians. I should have trusted my instincts.
These are good and honorable people, even if their ways are different than my own. In fact, sometimes they are better.
You can look down on us all you want, but we're not barbarians. No matter what you think.
You should pay more heed to what I think, Starfleet.
I'm doing everything I can, but I can't shake her!
What the heck?
Galvin's targeting our engines on
That was
purpose
odd.
to cripple us, not destroy us.
If we lose the
Sorry, I had
engines, we
something
can't
flash
avoid the
up.
bioforming ray. Brace for impact!
Nice.
They're here!
Well done. Finally.
We're being hailed by the USS Titan. Put them through.
Hey, Riker.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Resolute. We got here as fast as we could. Looks like you've got your hands full with this monster.
We're damn glad to see you, Captain. We could use all the help we can get.
I told you I'd be here. So, what are we up against?
Careful! That bioforming ray's coming.
We have to warn them. Open a channel to all Starfleet ships immediately. Starting emergency transmission. This is Captain Jara Rydek of the USS Resolute. The ship we're fighting is armed with a bioforming ray that can transform your entire crew instantaneously. Avoid being hit at all costs.
And remember, they have our shield algorithms, so take preemptive evasive action.
There goes the Miranda type.
You know what happens next. The Aphelion will turn them one by one until we're outnumbered. As much as I don't like it, we have to attack that ship before they start attacking us.
They can all be Dakar. Or none of them. We can't assume anything yet. And we can't afford to be wrong.
I can't attack another Federation ship. I need alternatives. Full impulse power. Take us in for a closer look.
Aye, Captain.
Go for it. Yep.
That's
Wow.
not a Starfleet ship. The Takan have it.
Shields at full power.
our shields are doing something against them. How long they'll hold is another question.
Fire phasers!
Firing. Shields at 60%. Heavy damage reported in astrometrics.
Hit them with everything we've got.
Aye, Captain.
Taking heavy fire. Shields now at 40%.
Stay with it. Keep firing.
Disabled. Good.
Their weapon systems are offline.
There's nothing we can do for them. Let's destroy the ship and be done with it.
No.
Our focus needs to be the Aphelion. They wouldn't hesitate if they had the upper hand. Finish it.
No.
Take out their engines. Fire when ready.
Targeting their engines. Commencing fire. Now.
Who did it just get? Oh! 3 Excelsiors? Oh, crap. Nope.
Captain Rydick, the Aphelion is too much for any one of us to take on alone. But collectively, we might just have a shot.
On our way. Full impulse power.
Aye, Captain.
Target the bioforming ray. Fire photon torpedoes.
Firing photon torpedoes.
The heck? Really?
I've lost helm control. Trying to reestablish.
Weapons and defensive systems are down too.
Engine output remains consistent, but it's not reaching its destination.
This is what happened to the Enterprise.
They're draining our energy.
We're caught in it too.
We need our help on the inside to pull through.
Hey, that's a steam runner. Come on, guys. We need you to...
If there is a way to disable the Aphelion, it's there. We strike at the heart. The Cartabula. I can feel the energy.
Don't get too used to it. We're gonna take that thing down.
Dang it. Oh, okay.
I wouldn't do that. We have to turn off this energy field to enter. I must do it. It requires the hands of a Takon. Is it working?
It started.
Is the opening wide enough to get through? Is it wide enough?
No, but I can see the Cartabula.
What about now?
Nope.
Still not wide enough. I will try again.
Oh, portal? Seriously? Oh, hey. Long time. Oh.
Portal 6-3! I'm not going to remind you of the oath you took. I want you to remember why you made it. Your bond to your people. You don't have to be alone. You can rejoin us. Just step aside, Guardian, and we will handle them. These pests will become the vessels for our glory. You won't stand in the way of our rebirth. The Scions of the Flame will rise, and you will be a part of it.
Pests? Huh, that's rich. Coming from a bunch of body-snatching parasites.
And your kind is a blight. I never should have trusted your captain. I could smell your betrayal.
Oh. Really? No more portal. What?
Carter, I could have killed you both easily, but the part of me that is still Miranda won't let me. She compels me to bring you into the fold. I will make you one of us. Trust me, this is the best outcome you can hope for.
Miranda wouldn't want that.
You don't know her like I do. rejoin the flame.
Nope. Okay.
Are you all right? Carter, I'm sorry I hesitated. I tried to keep her from getting you. If I'd just shot her sooner.
Process. The change in me has already started.
She's really gone.
Dang it.
For good. I can't believe it.
It had to end this way. She was suffering. And now it's over.
Dang. There's not many left. You might be able to do it, actually.
I can read it.
What is this? Who are you? Tell me now. I demand it.
You're talking to the guy that's in charge. Pipe down while I work.
Carter, you're kind of scaring me.
It's okay. I'm still in control. We've reached the Cartabula.
Very good. Are you all right?
Yeah, we're inside. That's what matters.
Okay. Not looking too good.
Two of ours are keeping the bioform ships at bay, but they can't hold them off forever.
I'm receiving tricorder transmissions from the away team. They're picking up our warp core resonant frequency within the Aphelion.
They're bleeding us dry. But they're not just taking our power, they're routing it through the Cartabula.
There we go. What? There we go. Wow, damage is gone.
That's the Resolute's warp core resonant frequency.
And these others?
Oh. Oh, okay.
That frequency matches the Titan's warp core resonance. And these two are the Kimball and the Lowell.
They're both Steamrunner class. Same engine platform.
They're just tuned a little differently. I must be getting information from bioforming, but this warning, it means that it's struggling with the power stacked up at close frequencies.
The Cartabula can't handle the dissonance?
Maybe.
Burma to away team. Are you reading these Starfleet engine signatures?
We are. And you need to see this. The Steamrunner class frequencies are causing problems for the Aphilion's energy source. Sending visuals now.
They're vulnerable. We have to use this.
They're taking our power, but they've given us a direct line to send what we want right into the heart of their ship. We get all Starfleet ships to output maximum warp power at those problem frequencies. I think it'll force them to disengage.
There is merit to the theory. But if we attempt this, it would preclude any other course of action.
We don't have time for any other course of action.
Do it. We need to strike back. And we'll lead by example.
I will create a high-energy static warp shell.
We'll need the away team to guide us to the right frequency.
We read you, Resolute. You're putting a lot of faith in us, Captain. That's a hell of a plan. We don't want to let you down.
I've got faith in you, and the rest of this crew. Now let's give them hell!
Yes, Captain.
I found an ejector team for the Cartabula.
So we can disengage it, just like we did with the Zeldy's warp cores.
Yeah, but it'll only activate if this thing gets completely overloaded.
So we gotta take it right up to the edge of destruction.
We are increasing the warp core resonant frequency now.
You can't do this. You'll destroy everything I've waited for.
If that thing wants to take over, it's going to have to go through the both of us. And I'm not going to let that happen. You hear me?
You can help me get the job done. That's the fight that matters most.
But it's not the only one.
Is something wrong?
No, we're fine.
Do you see our output frequency changing?
We do.
What is the impact on the Aphelion systems?
It's not enough. We need to push this thing harder. We need more power.
Inertial dampeners are failing.
All warp power still being drained to the Aphelion. So that part of the plan is working.
Now we need the rest of the battle group to join us.
Open a channel to anyone left on our side.
Opening a channel.
This is the Resolute. We're sending instructions to all ships to output maximum warp power at the designated frequency. We believe this will disable the Aphelion.
We don't know that. All we know is that it'll siphon off our energy much quicker. You're leading us to disaster. Are you out of your mind? That has given them exactly what they want. You can't just expect us to turn belly up.
Our strength in Starfleet comes from our ability to work together, especially when everything is on the line.
I can get behind that, Captain Rydek. We're adjusting the Titan's warp output to match the Resolute's. I suggest the rest of you do the same.
doing it.
This is the Takahashi. Adjusting our engines now.
And there we go.
Cartabula. It's compensating. Counteracting our interference. But some of these other frequencies are causing spikes too. I'm gonna find a new target range for the Resolute. Try this out. Here. This one's hitting the hardest. If they all converge here, it'll provide the maximum disruption to the Cartabula.
Got it. We want to overload this thing, push it to the brink, but not past it. You sure about this frequency? If we go too far, we won't just be destroying the Cartabula. We're going to take a lot more with us. I don't want to be responsible for that.
I'm sure. I bet my life on it.
It's all our lives. Sending data to the Resolute.
Updated telemetry coming from the await. We have a new target range. Sending new parameters to engineering.
We are now running our core at 105% of recommended capacity. If we try to meet that frequency, we will generate a harmonic imbalance of our own and risk a warp core breach. I must warn you, these are precisely the engine conditions that Captain Solano's experiment brought about.
What?
A runaway reaction is a dangerous possibility right now.
We can eject the warp core if it comes to that.
Thank you, Mr. Chovak. But I'm not Solano, and this is no experiment. I need you to match the frequency and increase the output.
Very well, Captain.
Breaking. Come on. Come on.
We got an overload here.
It's at the breaking point.
What's happening? We got a problem. It's not gonna eject. We have to disengage the Cartabula manually. We lit this fuse. We gotta make sure it doesn't go off the wrong way. If we can pull hard enough on those levers, it'll dislodge this thing.
Come on. Throw everything in. Don't. Come on.
You'll destroy everything.
Let's go. That was awkward. I was slowly moving my mouse up while trying to maintain it.
Full power restored.
And the Aphelion is shutting down.
Returning warp reactor to nominal output levels.
The Takan are running off reserve power now.
Everything. The most precious time.
I saw what you did. The sacrifice you made.
Radiation levels are spiking.
It's coming from the Cartabula. He must have damaged it. Didn't get it out before it fractured.
It's cracked, but we're still here. We didn't rip a hole in space itself. So, not the worst that could have happened.
That's great, but it's still a problem.
3 to beam back to the Resolute.
Our transporters won't cut through the interference. We can't lock on.
We can't stay here.
We're not getting away in that thing.
There. Maybe I can use this to get us out of here. I don't know if it can get us back to the Resolute, but we have to get away from here. Everybody on!
Radiation's lower here. It's still too high for us to stay on this ship.
This is good, but we can do better.
And soon, I hope.
We gotta get all the way to the Resolute.
That thing is down, not out. We'll handle the stolen Federation ships, but you need to get a crippling shot on the Aphelion.
A direct hit to its bridge will bring it down.
Take us real close, Captain. Skim the hull of that thing where it can't get a clear shot at us.
Or
I can weave us through the battle. And hope we don't get caught in the crossfire.
Can't take much more damage.
So you want us to go closer to that thing? Take us along the Aphelion's hull. Get us to the bridge as fast as you can.
Aye, Captain.
If you're willing to skim it, then you better be dang good with the flying.
We're almost in position for a shot at the bridge.
Photon torpedoes armed and ready.
Break off this attack, or I will be forced to eradicate you.
The damaged Cartabula is continuing to release deadly amounts of radiation. Thankfully, it's still contained within the Aphelion.
We have comrades on that ship, and we are going to die in here if we care. We will never submit to your Federation. We are taking our rightful place as rulers over this galaxy. We can't do that. We're dead. I won't.
Radiation poisoning is a terrible way to go, but it doesn't have to be that way. We can render aid to your crew.
No. We've crossed the eons to get here. I won't stop now. Fire salvo!
That's your last chance. We're going all in. Photon torpedoes. Everything.
Now the radiation is rising here, too.
Targeting the Resolute.
I can't let you do that.
No, you don't.
Get on.
Wait.
Damn it. I can't hold on to it. I have to make manual adjustments to enhance the signal pattern. From here.
What do you mean?
I'm not gonna make it out.
No way. We're all leaving together. We've been through too much to split up now. We don't leave people behind. Got it?
I don't have long to do this. I'm bioforming. It's happening, Nilly. I have to be the one to do it.
If you said that we'll be stuck here, give him to me, and I will save us, not them.
Stop it.
What's happening?
It's an internal struggle, and he's losing.
Not like this.
Fine. Stay there!
Why can't you come with us?
You know why. He has to do this.
That won't work. I told you. This body is mine now.
No, it's not.
No!
Look out for each other.
My question is, what if I had done
The away
the
team
shot
has
at
beamed back.
We're in position and ready to fire, Captain.
fire?
Target their bridge.
Please, we target the ship. Pummel it to space dust, like we did to soap.
Fire.
I wonder if I redid that section, if like if I could make sure that he would survive. And so would Miranda.
Hey, Carter?
Nilly.
I thought you'd want to know we made it. And that you'll always be my family. Even if I don't get to see you again. You'll never really be gone.
Always, Nilly. Family. Forever.
Always.
Dang.
All decks secure. We have the bioformed on board, fully contained.
The Starfleet ships under Takan control have signaled their surrender. Good work, Captain Rydick. Next time I need some backup, I'll know who to call. I trust you won't have a problem with that.
Just say the word and we'll be there.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Captain, we're being hailed. It's the Aphelion.
On screen.
The radiation. We won't last much longer in here. Please, we surrender.
your help. Please, we must support your ship.
As your first officer, I have to remind you that you offered to help, and they turned you down. Why reach your hand out to them again?
They've surrendered. It's our duty to assist them.
Yeah.
This is the fate they've chosen. Leave them where they are.
You can't do that.
We don't have much time. We submit. I don't know what else I can say. Please, we don't want to die.
This is what separates us from them. The fact that we can make a gesture of peace even after all our conflict. Set up containment fields in the docking bay and beam the Takan there. Crew of the Aphelion, shut down all systems. Lower your defenses and prepare to be transported.
Thank you.
I know. I know, but this is a Starfleet thing. But trust me, if... Like, I, as the player, would definitely hate them.
Carter!
Yes! So I was right. Maybe. Come on, come on, come on. Let's take him out. That might actually, we might actually do it.
My first order of business will be to help reestablish the Hotari government and resume peace talks, genuine talks, with the Elydians.
And after that?
Who knows? I know I don't want to be queen. There's so much good I could do with just a fraction of your medical technology if I could bring it to my people. But I also want to see what else is out there. Maybe there's even a place for me in Starfleet. It would be hard to stay on Hotari forever. Not with all there is to experience, to learn. My devotion to my people doesn't mean I don't want to explore all the galaxy has to offer.
When you're ready, Starfleet will be waiting for you. I'll even put in a good word at the Academy.
Thank you. Perhaps I can serve on one of your ships someday.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
But there are pressing matters we must attend to before any of that. I can't thank you enough for all you've done. I'll see you again.
Come on.
Starfleet has granted me the privilege of conferring this upon you. Though I'm sure Captain Solano would rather have been the one offering this. You have acted dutifully and bravely through trying circumstances. I grant you the official rank of Captain. I believe a great many wonders lie ahead for you, Jara Rydek. There appears to be nothing that can stand in your way.
Thank you, Ambassador Spock, for everything.
It is you who stopped the spread of the Takan. I should be the one giving thanks.
In a way, it's a little bit weird to hear it.
These things never come without a cost.
Did we figure out a way to get rid of the...
For some, it requires putting aside centuries of enmity. For others, it takes facing complicated losses.
To Carter. How do you say goodbye to someone who isn't really gone? I thought I knew how to leave the past behind, but I've learned a thing or two.
And for too many, they had to pay the ultimate price. In time, history may forget their sacrifices, but those of us who were there never will. Now, all hands honor the dead.
Come
Captain
on.
Solano used to say that nothing ever stays the same. Entropy. It's the nature of the universe. As such, the crew of a starship can never stay the same. But while entropy says that order inevitably gives way to chaos, this crew has only grown stronger. More cohesive and coherent. Bound by our shared struggles. And working together, helping each other, we're able to do more than we'd ever imagined. There are some new faces on board, but in time, they'll come to share our bonds as well. Engage. Space. The final frontier. As we take our next steps.
Part of me is thinking there's really not that many changes.
Insights that lie ahead are what we learn about each other.
If I made a couple of different choices.
No matter what threats we may come upon, or mysteries we face, we will not be shaken. We are stronger together. We are steadfast in our purpose. We are resolute.
All right. No, that's not it. Keep thinking, is there a way that I can... Nope. I basically have to start over to get to it, huh? Yeah. Oh, well. What was this? That's what popped up in the middle of it? That's what... Okay. That is not at all what I was expecting. So now I know what popped up. Can I view it? All right, so this is pretty much a live thing here, guys. I was so in the middle of one part where like it seemed to freeze, and I was like, "What the heck just happened?" Uh, uh, apparently, I have an account level alert, and that's what popped up in the middle of the game. And what the account level alert says that they've updated the Steam subscriber agreement. The updates affect your legal rights. They include changes to how disputes and claims between you and Valve are resolved. The updated dispute resolution provisions are in Section 10 and require all claims and disputes to proceed in court and not in arbitration. Please carefully review the updated Steam subscriber agreements here. This updated Steam subscriber agreement will become effective immediately when you accept it, including by agreeing to the updated Steam subscriber agreement below, or when you make most purchases, fund your Steam wallet, or otherwise agree to it. Otherwise, the updated Steam subscriber agreement will become effective on November 1st, 2024, unless you delete or discontinue use of your Steam account prior to this date. If you'd like to delete your Steam account, you can learn more about account deletion here. Which, kind of not liking that part of the terms where it's just basically saying, um, you know, you're accepting, or you're accepting, and the alternative is delete the account. Dude, what the heck? Let's see. What about, so it looks like there's also a subsection for EU and UK. So let me go over this. I'm going to keep music off for a moment because I want to look at this. Live. I was, again, this just literally came up in the middle of it, and I couldn't figure out what came up that flashed over my game. But let's see. Most user concerns can be resolved by use of our blah, blah. If Valve is unable to resolve your concerns, the dispute remains between you and Valve. This section explains how the parties have agreed to resolve it. For all subscribers outside the European Union and United Kingdom, you and Valve agree that this agreement shall be deemed to have been made and executed in the state of Washington, USA, and Washington law, excluding conflict of laws principles and the Convention on Contracts for the International Sale of Goods, governs all disputes and claims arising out of or relating to subsection 1, any aspect of the relationship between us, subsection 2, this agreement, or subsection 3, your use of Steam, your account, or the content and services. You and Valve agree that all disputes and claims between you and Valve, including any dispute or claim that arose before the existence of this or any prior agreement, shall be commenced and maintained exclusively in any state or federal court located in King County, Washington, having subject matter jurisdiction. You and Valve hereby consent to the exclusive jurisdiction of such courts and waive any objections as to personal jurisdiction or venue in such courts. If the laws where you live mandate alternative dispute resolution options, you may seek a remedy under those options. If you are a consumer who lives in Russia, you may also seek a remedy with local Russian state courts. So that's a okay. I'm wondering what this. And now for the EU and UK subscribers. So that's not me, but that could be for you all that are under that. It says this agreement is governed by the law of the country where you have your habitual residence. In the event of a dispute relating to the interpretation, the performance, or the validity of the subscriber agreement, an amicable solution may be sought before any legal action. You can file your complaint at the Steam link. The European Commission provides an online dispute resolution website for EU consumers at a particular EU website. Participation in this website is not available to US companies, which is why Valve is not registered there. However, insofar as your complaint concerns the behavior of Valve's data protection representative, Valve GmbH, you can file your complaint there. In the event that an alternative dispute resolution procedure fails, or if either Valve or you prefer not to resort to alternative dispute resolutions, you may bring proceedings in the courts or the place where you are domiciled. Okay. I'm not an attorney, so I can't really say, but as far as well, literally anywhere but EU and UK is concerned, um, they're basically saying that anything would have to be executed in Washington, the state of, and going by Washington law. If it comes down to the use of disputes and claims. Oh, wowzers. Okay. The only time that it's an exception is if you live in a place where the laws locally allow you to mandate an alternative to dispute anything. In which case, then you can use those. But if it doesn't, then basically, in the legal sense, if you ain't going out to take it up to court in Washington State, then you got nothing. That's kind of the bottom line that I'm reading under here. And then, of course, they just add in that last part about the Russia thing. Like, if you live in Russia, you know, you can seek local Russian state courts. I don't know how that plays collectively, but given the issues over there, I don't think that's much of an option right now. And then for EU and UK subscribers, they're basically saying like, well, you at least do have options in regards to the data and stuff, so I guess you still have everything still compiled to that to those locations. Um, and that's up to, I guess, having some kind of, you could file a complaint, but whether some kind of solution or resolution comes through with it, that's up in the air. So, yeah. Wow, guys, that was not at all what I was anticipating for. Huh. Huh. I wonder why. Were these the rules before? Like, hold on. What? Was this coming out all day? I wonder. Here, I'm gonna make a quick post on G Tribe about this. And then copy this. Okay, so that's posted. I I don't I really don't know how I feel on this. And here I thought I was gonna have like kind of sort of a solution. It was kind of like a bittersweet end to that because effectively Carter dies, but we've come to the conclusion that yeah, they just I wonder. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just confused right now. Yeah, okay. So people have been informed, including my co-host, because you know maybe this is gonna be our little hot take discussion if we spend a little bit of time this weekend to discuss because we still have this coming Sunday is supposed to be our show for the G Tribe Community Talk Show. I'd say this is almost like breaking news, really. The heck is happening? we have? Okay. Let me see. Let me see if that brings it up. Like, what is going on? What if I went here? Can I get to it that way? There we go. So, someone did just post. Wow, it's actually been making headlines a lot of places since two hours ago. That's what happened. Okay, wow, we're looking into this. Um, let's see. Yeah, I don't. Okay, so that's what's changed. Apparently, it sounds like they removed forced arbitration. Hmm. Huh. Yeah, so let me see if I can look at the one post that has like a whole ton of people. Okay. That is, I guess, one way to look at it. So apparently what was going on is, let's see, Valve was saying that Zyger has targeted Valve and Steam users because the arbitration clause in the SSA is favorable to Steam users in that Valve agrees to pay the fees and costs associated with arbitration, as cited in, well, I'm not going to try to use the official terms for it, but Zygar plans to recruit 75,000 clients and threaten Valve with arbitration on behalf of those clients, thus exposing Valve to potentially millions of dollars of arbitration fees. So effectively, if they're paying for the arbitration, if I understand it correctly, like Valve will pay for it. It didn't mean that like if you disputed anything that um it wouldn't end in like, you know, in favor of whatever. You know, for the user or whoever that's trying to pull up against Valve. But in this case, what they're trying to say is, well, okay, fine. Then how about this? Collectively, like, let's just say that the whole arbitration would probably cost, we'll just say $100 for the purposes of keeping it simple math. Like, I don't think it would be that way, but yeah. Anyways, so $100 in fees and all that. So at 75,000 clients, that would be $750,000 that Valve would have to pay. Because if it's by per user, then actually no, that wouldn't be 75. Would it? No, that would be 7,500,000, wouldn't it? Hold on. Let me see if I'm right about this. Yeah, 7.5. Okay, so yeah, sorry. It must be late or something because holy crap. No. So they're basically saying if this was like $100 for the fees, then for 75,000 clients, that means Valve would have to pay pay $7.5 million. So, and realistically today about fees and whatever for trying to arbitrate, I would assume it's more than $100. So even if it's like $300 in fees, you know, that just gets compounded worse. Because, oh, yeah. Yeah, because even if it was 300, that's 22.5 million. And if it's going by their own agreements, then Valve would have no choice but to agree to that. You know, on one hand, this seems like a big brain move if that's the case. You know? Like to try to force a change by this. So now this basically is saying then, as I said, like you have to sue. But now that I know, like what they're basically saying is that, yo, you have your right to sue. You have your right to do any kind of legal litigation. You just can't. You can't do it as arbitration anymore. All right, let me see if it would have been true. Let's see. Beginning January 1st, 2023, arbitrators must charge a fixed fee for single claim proceedings within the range of $200 to $650. If an arbitrator chooses to charge a different fixed fee for bundled claim proceedings, that fee must be within the range of $268 to $800. And this is in the state of Washington. Supposedly. Huh. Okay, if it is, then yeah, okay. So, ooh, I wasn't too far off when I did my calculation then for $300. So let's just even assume that they just went straight middle. And I'd rather use easy numbers, so even though 400 is not straight middle. Yeah, so $400 is $30 million. That's assuming the arbitrator doesn't decide to charge a different rate. So if the arbitrator did, and let's just say 500,000 or $500, yeah, $37.5 million. I accidentally took off the thing. I'll look at it later, but wow. But is there a fee for filing? Okay, so it looks like within King County, the fee to submit an arbitration is $250, assuming this was civil. It looks like. So then that other fee is on top of the filing? Ooh. But if that's the case, then ooh. Hold on. But then that would mean oh, that would if each one was oh my gosh. If this is what I'm understanding. So assuming that would fall under the 250 as a civil. And then in addition to the like $500 if it went that way. Just saying. That would be just like around 55 million, almost 56 million. Oh. Okay, if it's true about what this Zygar person or firm, I'm not sure which. Wow, that was big brained. In which case, I can understand why they would update ASAP. Let's see. Plaintiff versus Zygar LLC and John Doe Corporation defendant. Zygar, Connecticut-based law firm. So it is a law firm. Has weaponized the terms of Valve's dispute resolution agreement and abused the legal proceedings and interfered with Valve's relationship with its customers. Zygar contends that the court lacks personal jurisdiction and that Valve fails to state a claim upon which relief can be granted. Because the court lacks personal jurisdiction over Zygar, the court grants the motion. Huh. This is a heck of a long case thing. But okay. A little bit more. Let's see. Fashion. Okay. It's just starting to go way above terms now. And I only recognize some of them. Okay, so, alright. So basically, okay. So according to this, based on the claims, since Valve doesn't have the court, the specific court doesn't have jurisdiction over Zygar's claims, they have to apparently grant the motion for to be dismissed, for Valve's claims to be dismissed without prejudice. But apparently Zygar was also seeking to dismiss on the merits under Rule 12. See District Court 9 at 1727. Because the court lacks personal jurisdiction over Zygar, the court does not address those arguments. So, essentially, element of district court jurisdiction without which the court is powerless to proceed to an adjudication. So, in the end, okay, so in the end, ha. Okay, so I think this person says it better to be. Says from Ailey. Thanks for posting. So it seems that a lawyer in New York is gathering a bunch of Steam users to initiate arbitration proceedings against Valve. In this case, a bunch is tens of thousands. So Valve could be on the hook for millions of dollars in arbitration fees, regardless of the merit of the claims. And Valve tries to sue the lawyer in Washington, but the court said that neither Washington courts nor federal district 9 courts have jurisdiction over the lawyer because the lawyer is in New York. And I guess for whatever reason, Valve either doesn't want to refile in New York or thinks it can't win in New York. So they are dropping the arbitration provisions from the subscriber agreement in response. Okay, so if that's the case, since I'm following, then basically it means that they're kind of more or less reverting back to where you have the option to sue. Okay. And this next one I think is getting the point. I think this is amazing, to be honest. Companies with arbitration clauses are awful. Look at the issue with Disney in the news lately. Oh, you signed up for Disney Plus and agreed you could never sue us anywhere at the time for anything. Many companies have this, and it is very favorable for a company to force arbitration, as they typically employ someone that gets paid when they do a good job in the company's eyes. Few judges that act as arbitrators will ever say different than the company that hired them for arbitration. By Valve taking them to court, they level the playing field by changing it to allowing a court, which means we can now fight back to the company based on previous judgments that are public. Mostly these will all be small claims court, but it is favorable for both Steam and the end user. Most companies do arbitration as there is low probability of a class action lawsuit. And okay, that hurt. Had okay, there we go. Got it out. One of those splints name things. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Yep, there it is. Provides that any disputes go forward in court instead of arbitration. Yep, okay. And then there's an official post by Steam about this. So we've eliminated the requirements that disputes be resolved by individual arbitration. As always, we encourage you to contact Steam support when you have any issues, as that will nearly always be the best way to reach a solution. But if that doesn't work, the updated SSA now provides that any disputes are to go forward in court instead of arbitration. You know what, though? Now that I think about it, this could be good if I understand correctly, because now, if anybody remembers about the news thing that happened that one time where they were basically saying that if that they could not try that they were going to try to put into their will that if anything should happen to them, that they can grant someone else to have access to their account, and the entire library of games and all that stuff. And Steam said no. But if the arbitration portion goes away, then theoretically they could try to bring it into court. Oh my god. Okay. So, oh wow. I see. Okay. So I'm getting the bigger picture now. I'm going to go ahead and save this for the news side. Would this go under tech or games? I guess it would go under games. Yeah, I'll do that. Put this under news and move this to news. Now let's go over to news. Okay. Wowzers. To agree or not to agree? That is the question, isn't it? And apparently in the same like Reddit, they end up posting about an article that basically says that in a new state law, California will force digital storefronts to admit to players that they are simply buying a license for a digital product rather than owning the product. Governor Gavin Newsom has signed a new bill that will forbid digital storefronts from using the terms like buy unless customers are explicitly warned that they are paying for a license to a game which may expire at any time. Okay. But I think that's only going to apply to people in the state of California. Or are they talking about companies that are digital storefronts in the state of California? Retailers can see a pivot away from selling physical media. The need for consumer protections on the purchase of digital media has become increasingly more important. I thank the governor for signing AB 2426, ensuring that false and deceptive advertising from sellers of digital media incorrectly telling consumers they own their purchases becomes a thing of the past. Okay. Today we want to express our commitment to the future, right? Yeah. At the time, Ubisoft explained its decision to take the crew offline in a statement issued to VGC after almost a decade to commission the crew run. Right. So, okay. Ooh, yes. Actually, if they combine it with this new law, then that would give ammunition for California to actually sue on a lot of things based on the idea that they're forcing all these licenses. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This actually is an ill time to do that. Ooh, okay. Huh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense because okay. Yeah, that's what I think they're doing. I think that's the main reason is that between the California court and also losing against Zygar, that's why they're doing this. Oh gosh. If I could have a certain attorney, I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna pass this over to a buddy of mine. If I can, I don't know, talk with him beforehand, I might be able to have a little bit more clarification on the spare, within the few days that we have between the show and between today and the show. So let me do that right now, just so I don't forget. Especially since time I realize is technically almost up. Okay. Let's see if I have it. It's not fair. It's okay. I have to. I'm gonna mess this up just so that I can get access into what I need. Let's see. Come on. Let's look this over for a sec. So yeah, I'm emailing him right now. Oh gosh darn these saves. Let me bring this up. Okay, cool. There. So sent it off. We'll see what he says. This is wild. And then, of course, there is the... I have to put this over here into the news as well, because it technically belongs there. Man, that was a lot of random news to happen at, like, that one moment. Okay. Well, I've streamed for 3 hours, so I've technically hit my normal limits. So I'm sorry that I didn't go switch over games, but I was not expecting to get something like this to just hit up on my screen. I'm gonna double check. Of course it's Dale that responds to this, so thank you, Dale, for this. But he was saying I'd rather have disputes go to court rather than in mandatory forced arbitration. So I see this as a good move for the consumer. So no, I mean, if I understand it correctly, I kind of sort of agree. But you know, just in case, so no, there's no confusion. As I said, I emailed an attorney buddy of mine, because I actually talked with him a few weeks ago, saying that, like, if he was willing to, and if I learned of something that was like a court case or whatever, that maybe he'd be willing to go on the record for like, you know, just to translate what it basically means, whatever something means that's in more English, Danny. Because let's face it, when you're looking at legal stuff, unless you're studying like what, almost 3 years worth of legalese, then you have to pass a bar exam that requires like a high grade status to just get through it. You're not gonna understand half the stuff that they talk about. I mean, after I've learned a little bit what they have to go through, I'm like, I don't think I understand exactly how, like how some attorneys manage to even pass with what they have to know, what they have to legally go through, and that's just like a lot of different arbitration stuff. Yeah. So, okay. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. There's a lot of stuff happening. There is a lot of stuff happening. Okay. So I might. Okay. I think I know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Man, my tomorrow is definitely busy. Woo. Okay. Yeah. As I said. And anyways, as I was saying, yeah, so my buddy was willing to agree to do that, like, from time to time and just help try to translate, because he doesn't mind the idea of trying to educate people in understanding effectively their rights and stuff, if it came down to, like, what would normally happen in such situations. Um, yeah, so I'll see what he says. He may have time and respond to me tomorrow morning, right before I have to do something, and we'll go from there. Um, but anyways, yeah. So with that, it is 9:53 in my time, but it has been 3 hours and 7 minutes of stream time, which, yes, take off roughly what, 12 minutes, and yeah, 12 or 15 minutes. Still pretty much end of stream, since I'm normally only 3 hours. So yeah, I don't think I have a reason to replay through for like alternate choices, especially because there's so much to go through. So I'll probably just look up some videos just to see like some of those choice changes, what would happen. But otherwise, yeah. Catch you later. Have a good evening. Hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow in the Friday gaming with Baldur's Gate 3 as we continue through now that we're in Baldur's Gate. Well, sort of. Anyways, catch you later. Bye.